Hi, I'm Derek.
And I'm Andrea, and we're the Capstone team, and we're talking today about what is a foreclosure.
That's right.
So let's go through the basic definition of what a foreclosure is.
So a foreclosure simply is when a bank physically takes possession of a property that a debtor has defaulted on.
Okay, so in essence, you're not making your payments. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
So then what happens if I'm not making my payments on my property? Then what happens?
So typically, a bank can file what they call a notice of default.
Okay, so an NODs is
Right.
what a lot of people in the banking industry are calling it.
Right. 30 days after the first missed payment.
Okay, and in most cases, they're not going to do the NOD in most cases 30 to 60 days, maybe even 90 days.
Right.
It just depends on the institution.
Correct.
It depends how busy they are. It depends on what their policy is. But in essence, they can start as early as 30 days.
Exactly, and also depending upon the language that is in your initial loan.
Right.
So there's a lot of variation to it. But they have that right to file a notice of default once you have stopped making payments or gone into what they call default.
Okay. Then
Okay.
what happens?
So there's a lot that happens in the interim,
Right.
Andrea, but after the notice of default,
Mm-hmm.
the bank can foreclose upon the home, in other words, take it back for the definition,
Okay.
in no less than 81 days from that point.
Okay.
All right.
And just for clarification purposes, we're talking about this whole foreclosure process. If you as the consumer or the debtor aren't involved in any way, shape, or form, they're going to be calling quite a bit. They're going to be mailing notices. They're going to be doing everything to get in contact with you. Let's just say that you, just for clarity's sake of this whole process,
Right.
that you don't respond back in any way. That's the process that we're talking about here.
That's exactly right.
Right.
So they will, in no sooner than 81 days,
Okay.
they can completely take that property back.
Right.
So the question is, what happens in the middle? Well, you kind of explained that, and there is one more step that we talked about, and that is a week to 10 days prior to the property actually being sold, there's a requirement that the bank physically publish the trustee's sale date in a local newspaper. So it'll be there for everyone to read. And then, isn't there something else that happens?
Yeah, typically you'll also get a notice on your door, or the person will get a notice on their door in regards to the property that's being foreclosed.
And with the sale date on it.
Exactly,
and all
the sale date and the location of where that happens. And actually, in our area in the East Bay, it's the county of Alameda. The courthouse steps is where the actual foreclosure sale happens. And there might be
Right.
one, or there might be a couple different banks that are selling their properties at the
Right.
foreclosure sale. Private investors or individuals are allowed to be at the sale.
Right.
And then the property either sells to that private individual or investor, or it goes back into the bank's inventory, correct?
That's exactly right. And then that's where the clients, consumers here, REO, bank owned, real estate owned, all those terms, it's all the same thing, which means it's gone through the foreclosure process, it's been foreclosed upon, nobody bought it at the bank sale,
Right.
and now a real estate agent is going to sell it on behalf of the bank.
Right, so it's gone into the inventory, back into the inventory of the bank, because
Right.
in essence, the banks do not want to own people's homes. They really don't.
They don't.
They're in the business of providing loans and that sort of thing. They're not in the position or want to be owning homes. And so as quickly as possible, they'll have a licensed real estate agent sell the property for them,
Exactly.
and then obviously go from there. So in this particular case, that's pretty much, like I said, without any intervention from the consumer, start to finish, kind of how the process of the foreclosure works. And
Exactly.
then we'll go from there.
Exactly. So, foreclosures are completely avoidable, and if you think that you're going to end up in a situation, or you are in a situation where you're facing foreclosure, we urge you to contact us as soon as possible while you still have options. You can do that by going to our website, capstoneteam.com, or by calling
1-888-636-2444. And like I said, we're here for you. Any questions that you have, it's
Right.
absolutely totally confidential, and we're here to help you figure out the solution that best fits your family's needs. Thanks so much, and hopefully you're having a great day. Talk to you soon.
Take care and thanks.